we are back. Wednesday, April 29th. We are in the playoffs right now and in the middle of the first round. A lot of surprises in the first round. We're going to talk about that. We got baseball to talk about. We got the NFL draft. Jets and Giants look like they did fantastic. So we will talk about that. And then we will talk a little bit about NHL and some miscellaneous stuff here and there. How's everybody doing, Z-Man? How you doing out there?
Joe Kev, if I was any better, I'd be representing Miller Lite.
I think you are. I think you're looking good. You look like the Miller Lite commercial.
Listen, I'm in San Francisco today. Look at me. I got the bridge.
He's a San Francisco treat.
Listen, some of my bets this week, I had to take the bridge.
Yeah. You had Detroit, I understand. Is that who you got killed with?
Yeah.
Well, Detroit is on their butts. They're on the balls of their ass right now. They are down 3-1, correct?
They are, but before we talk about the Pistons, let's talk about Hydro-Fi.
Hydro-Fi. Hydro-Fi. This episode is brought to you by Hydro-Fi. Hydro-Fi is the world's first hydrogen-infused electrolyte, which helps the body combat inflammation and support cellular health for people of all ages. In a traditional way, electrolyte drinks do not. Beyond hydration, Hydro-Fi is designed to support sustained energy, enhanced performance, faster recovery, and overall daily wellness. Benefits we believe are a great fit for people that are a part of our network. Now, use code OTC15 to take 50% off your first purchase. All right, Hydro-Fi.
And Cap, and a big shout out to our missing member tonight, Willie Blue Cats, who's on assignment in New York City. Yes, but we also have to say thanks again, Willie, for the nice athletic outerwear from the Jordan Sports Group.
Yes.
There we go.
Let's see it, Z-Man. Jordan Sports Group, we lost you.
I'm in the water. I just took the bridge. But thank you, Jordan. There we go. Thank you, Jordan.
JSG, baby. I got the Knicks on tonight because I am a believer. Once again, I am a believer.
Why are you a believer? Why? Because they won 2 games in a row?
Pretty much. And not only that they won, but how they won. They actually look like that Jalen Brunson and Cat were teammates forever. And it looked like that Mike Brown, who I was trashing, I would have thrown him under the bus in like nobody's business after game 3, looked like Red Auerbach. I mean, he got that team 2 straight games looking like they should. It was almost like how Boston, how in the beginning of the series with Boston looked, they looked like a championship team and they were going to just go rout the Sixers. Now they're on the balls of their ass a little, not as much as Detroit, but they're that could go 7 games. I mean, I'm hoping Thursday night we move on and we just talk about the next series, the next round. But, what do you think, Z-Man? Do you think the Knicks have turned the corner?
I think this is what I think. I think that the Knicks are winning in spite of Mike Brown. I think the Knicks have better players than the Hawks. I think the shortcoming right now that you're seeing is the Hawks' young guys offensively. When they're like last night, when they dug a hole early, it was more like let's try to get up and down the floor, change the momentum of the game, but they could not score. The Knicks have scores, and they're finally putting the ball in the basket. And I think that's obviously that's a big thing.
And you're missing one other thing. Defense, they twice, two games in a row, under 100 points. And, I mean, literally, they were stifling. Now, the Hawks are not
you know what, Joe? Again, I think it goes back to my point, Joe.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think that their defense is good as the fact that the Hawks' offense has taken the bridge, behind it.
No, they're horrible. I mean,
Well, they're
CJ
not
McCollum.
horrible.
Yeah.
They just right now they're picking a bad time to slump.
Yeah. Well, who's their scorers besides CJ McCollum and the kid Johnston? Is it Johnson? What's his name?
Yeah,
Johnson?
and that the kid with the three names there, what's his name?
Anybody with three names, like Shea Gilgis.
Well, yeah,
he's
but I
only
mean,
one in my book.
but here's the thing.
Yeah.
Like again, the Knicks have imparted their will the last two games
Right.
on the Hawks. The game on what was it, Sunday?
Right.
The Sunday night game, that was true NBA playoff basketball, and the Knicks were hungry. They have to keep, like last night, they were hungry again, but then they started going back to their old ways. And then in the fourth quarter, they lit that fire, and then they took control.
Absolutely.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, Brunson and Cat. I'm telling you, this the gelling and Cat. I love, and I was telling, I had this conversation with Jake. We're going to get Jake back in a couple weeks, but I had this conversation with him. It's like Cat gets the ball on the top of the key or the foul line, and he's looking around. Guys are cutting around him, and boom, boom, boom. He's getting, 8, 10 assists a game now. He had a triple-double. He's the fourth Knick to get a triple-double in the playoffs, all righty? Since I think Hart got one last year, and then you got to go back. I think it was Walt Frazier, and then an old-timer. Who was it? But anyway, he's the fourth Knick to get a triple-double, and he had 10 assists, 10 rebounds, 20 points, whatever it was in Game 4. And in Game 5, he was doing pretty much similar stuff, but Brunson turned into Superman. So Brunson put his cape on in the fourth quarter, and he went into the telephone booth, and came out and like me, I'm into outer space.
Hey, did you just jump off the canyon?
Jump. Yeah, Moses jumped off the canyon, and I'm in outer space. But I'm telling you, that's the way the Knicks are going to beat the Celtics or Cleveland or Detroit. Detroit's not dead yet.
Let's not get carried away with the Knicks beating anybody in the next round until they get rid of the Hawks.
Well,
the Hawks are a long way from being done.
Absolutely. And I think this is your situation. You win Game 6, and you go take a rest. And you hopefully, the Celtics go to Game 7, but they're still going to get, they're getting more beat up than. And I'll tell you right now, Embiid looked like MVP last night. I don't know what the hell happened to him. I mean, and tell you the truth, the first game he came back, he didn't look that bad either. He was definitely hurting, but the team around him, Maxey looked like.
Well, this is what I said. Like Cooper Flagg won the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
And John Knipple finished second.
Which is nothing. I think John Knipple winning second is a beautiful thing. I mean, he made a
because you're a Hornets guy. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Start watching BJ Edgecombe.
Oh, I don't have to. I have been. That dude's from the island, and he is.
Where's he out of? Where's he out of?
I'm not sure what town. I think somewhere in Long Island, and I'm trying to think. I'm not sure what high school. Where did he go to college? I think
Baylor.
Baylor, that's right. He went to Baylor. Pretty sure it's from the island. He is going to be something.
Let me tell you something. People are sleeping on this guy. The Sixers can give the Celtics a run. They can win again tomorrow. They're going back. The thing about people don't realize is the Celtics are arguably in the playoffs under Joe Mazzulla a better road team than they are a home team. And the stats back it up.
Yep. How about this, Z? I think the Knicks, they match up better against the Celtics than the Sixers. I think the Sixers are a tough out for the Knicks more than the Celtics.
The Sixers are like the Hawks. They're pesky, and they always give the Knicks problems.
And obviously, if Embiid plays like he did last night, the Knicks are in trouble. But you don't got to worry about them. You don't got to worry about the Celtics. You got to worry about the Hawks, like we said. Tomorrow night, beat the Hawks, and then go and just rest. Brunson's got to ice up his ankle, and he's got to do all kinds. And everybody else get ready to roll. I think the bench players are starting to play great, and that's important. Alvarado. And here's another guy that I want to give a shout out to because OG, that dude is forget it, defender. He go into the hole, can bang the threes. The whole works. So I mean, if you're asking me, OG has been huge. That number 3 man that the Knicks needed. Now, unfortunately, Bridges has not been the guy that we would hope for. I'm not giving up on him. I still think he's very good. Is he worth all? Like Stephen A. saying, I gave up all those picks, which he's got a good argument. But I'm not giving up on Bridges. I'm not giving up on him. I think he still comes around and will be a big part. Now, I'm talking about getting to the finals. You need everybody, the whole team, including the bench, including Bridges, and that's what I want to see in the next round, obviously. But let's get through
let's get through the Hawks. But you know what? What I wanted to talk about is Jake and myself have been on the NBA all year. How about these playoffs? These playoffs are good.
Yeah. Tonight you got the Lakers, right? So they're going to try
to take out the Rockets without Kevin Durant again tonight.
Without KD, it's a joke. I mean, come on, man. Now I don't know how hurt KD is. I'm not going to make him out to be this guy because he's not soft or anything like that. But they got no chance without KD. They don't. And look at the Lakers. Lakers are actually then without Luka and without Reeves. Reeves might play tonight.
Yeah,
they look like they could put it together and give somebody trouble out there. Now the whole thing is San Antonio. They are looking like they're going to be the.
Let me tell you, I got 2 words for you: Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, and he is
the future of the NBA.
Absolutely, he's the future. And here's the other thing: the Knicks match up better against San Antonio than Oak City. For some reason, I don't know what it is.
I think because of the physicality that the Knicks can bring.
Yeah, but why does San Antonio match up against OKC? And they have their number. I don't know. I can't figure it out.
Well, they're going to be moving it. Well, how about Denver and Minnesota? That's a great series too.
Yeah. Dante's he's out for the season, and who knows what's going to happen.
Edwards is out week. Edwards is week to week, so he won't be playing tomorrow. You know what? The other night you saw the Joker. How good's this guy?
Well, like I said, that's what I want to see Cat do. What Joker does. Joker stands at the top of the key. If you let him loose, he's going to shoot a 3. If you don't, he's going to. He's the best passing big man that in basketball. There's no question. He's the best. But Cat, he's shown me little glimpses of that. I mean, 10 assists, 8 assists. I mean. So that's what you need, and that's what Joker does. Joker is a facilitator, man. He gets the ball, you get the ball in his hands, and he's like, guys cutting. He's got Murray in the corner for a 3. He's got, all these other guys, and I think that Joker is obviously you can't sleep on him. And Minnesota, they are shorthanded, and you know what? It would not surprise.
Well, you know what though? When you're shorthanded in the NBA, they play harder, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
The guys play hard. Let's circle back real quick to the East.
Yeah.
How about the Magic trying to take out the Pistons?
I'm in shock. Not surprised. I'm in shock that Orlando is this far along. I thought they would get wiped out, swept out of the building in 4 games against Detroit. That just shows you that you just never know. Orlando now all of a sudden looks like a better version of the Hawks. And Banchero, the kid is starting to look like what he should be. Is a superstar. And Detroit can't shoot if Cunningham doesn't have 35, 40 points.
Well, Detroit only has 1 scorer, and that's Cunningham.
That's what I'm saying.
And right now, at halftime, how's the score at halftime? 66-60. That's a high-scoring game.
Yep. Right now, I'm looking at the halftime of the Raptors, 46-40. Oh, no, it's not halftime yet. 46-44. All right, staying on the East. Raptors, and Cleveland. Raptors are giving them a series. I'm loving it.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll have a lot to talk about on our next one with these
That's
playoffs.
what I was saying. That's why I wanted to get on.
You might have 2 or 3 series go 7 games. Let's hope so. So that gives us more to talk about.
I mean, listen, NBA playoffs are great. You always say the regular season kind of bogs down towards the end of the season, but the playoffs they do deliver. It's something that they know it. You know what I mean? So they're putting on now. That's why they have 7 games in the first round. Mad Dog was on Stephen A. saying how they should have 5 games instead of 7 games. But you know what? It's all about money.
It's all about money.
Yeah,
you got 7 games. Yep. You got to play 7 games. It's all about money. These guys get paid to play. They played a whole regular season for a chance to get to the playoffs. Yeah. The playoffs have to be 7 games, just like in the NHL. The only problem with the NBA is they have TV contracts that are a lot more money than the NHL contracts. Yep. So the NBA first round is contracted for 15 days, meaning from start to finish of any given series, it's a 15-day window because of all the TV money. And that's why they stretch it out. But in the NHL, they play every other night, which is great.
NHL's been awesome too. I mean, unfortunately, the only team that has any Rangers on it is the Anaheim Ducks. With Trouba and Kreider, and I'm rooting for them because I have them in my pool. So they got to beat Edmonton, though. Edmonton, they got them. They got them on the ropes, but
Edmonton came back last night and beat them 4-1. So we'll see what happens there. But there's going to be a lot of good NHL to talk about. Let's hope the Sabres can get a little bit of a run.
Yeah.
And make it into the playoffs so we can talk about them.
Sabres and the Hurricanes. Let's go, baby.
But let's talk a little baseball before we get to the NFL. What did you think about Alex Cora getting fired? In Boston.
He must have had a big disagreement with the management.
There's got to be a lot going on that we don't know about. Yeah, that place is dysfunctional.
Yeah, you don't just get rid of him. Just 30 games?
30 games in. Come on. They were 10-19.
Yeah. I think there's definitely some dysfunction. He got rid of all the coaches. So, I mean, it sounded like that the who's the general manager there? Is it Dubinsky? What is his name?
No, it's Craig Breslow.
Oh, Breslow. Oh, I'm thinking of Philly.
He's new this year. No, Philly's got Dombrowski. They got rid of Thompson, and they wanted Cora to come down and manage.
Now, you told me, and I heard from somewhere else, they offered Cora the job.
Yes,
he said no.
He said no because he wants to spend more time with his family this year.
Good for him.
He's making $7 million.
He's a young guy. He's got plenty of time. Yeah. Collect, baby.
And if you're the Mets with Mendoza, let's just real quick touch on this. The Yankees lost today, but they're still playing well. They're in first place. There's going to be a lot of time to talk about what they're trying to do with the young players. Real quick about Mendoza. So all the Met fans are up in arms about this guy. Must end the season. Mets stink. Blah blah blah. Okay,
right.
You're not talking about the fact that Soto was out 15 days. You're not talking about the fact that Lindor's been hurt twice. You're not talking about the fact that your pitching staff really wasn't good enough to start with because you went out and signed all these marginal or second-hand veteran pitchers. Yeah, so if you get rid of Mendoza, who's better?
Yeah, I mean, I always who are you going to get? Mattingly now is in Philly, so that's.
But he didn't want the job.
Yeah, I know.
The only reason why he took the job in Philly is because of his son Preston. He said he didn't want to manage anymore.
Yeah, I kind of think that he could do well in Philly, and you know what? I kind of think he might be there a little bit, but we'll see. But as far as the Mets, okay. When you're building a team and you are a GM of the Milwaukee Brewers, it's a whole different ballgame. It's not a New York market. You don't have New York money. You know what I mean? So what do? You got your farm system. It's brought to you by Miller Lite. You have your farm
I'm just enjoying a Miller Lite.
Yeah. You sign a few of the top guys, but the thing is you can't do that with the Mets.
If you bring Stearns in out of Milwaukee, where the parameters are different and into the biggest market in America, this is what you're seeing. Maybe he's not ready for this market.
I think it's pitching first. If you were going to spend $765 million, okay, that's two aces, two aces.
Yep.
All right. What do you got? You got Soto. Okay. Is Soto as good as Judge? Yes or no? Come on.
Well,
Come on.
if you're asking me who would I
All right,
rather
just say
have,
he's as good as Judge. Judge gets half that money.
I got news for you. If you're asking me who I'd rather have, I'd take Soto.
Well, see, that's where I'm gonna go into my.
Okay. I would take Soto.
Soto. All right, that
Is a better
clubhouse.
player. Soto's a better player than Judge. Is he a better person?
All right.
No.
I'll give you that. I'm not going to – I don't agree, but I'll give you that. That
All right.
clubhouse is dead. The
Exactly.
Mets clubhouse. And what is Soto? Is he a leader? No. Is he a captain?
Maybe Lindor bringing it down.
Right. What does Judge do with the clubhouse of the Yankees? You see how the guys and the clubhouse in the Yankees and the Mets is night and day. All right? Lindor and Soto are like this. What's up with that? I mean, come on. Lindor's not the greatest, in the clubhouse either. And when you have two guys that are like that seem like they're all about their own shit, I mean, come on. Baseball.
I agree with that. You get no argument.
Yeah, and I think that's part of it too. And like I said, 700. All right, you're going to say Soto is better than Judge or whatever.
I think Soto's a better hitter.
Is he better than
Soto's a better hitter than Judge. He's younger than Judge. Those are two things that are key when you give him that much money.
All right, fine. Whatever. I'm not going to go there. I got you.
No, that's just right. It's apples and oranges.
Yeah, exactly. When you spend
money.
money.
I'm a Yankee fan.
Right. No, I know.
The Yankees did well to let him walk.
Right.
You should be happy as a Yankee fan that he didn't take your money.
And that's right. And guess what? They have Max Fried.
Yep.
Okay. Would they have got Max Fried what they got? I don't think so. And guess what? We got our man coming up. Schlittler.
Yep.
Schlittler beer, baby.
Schlittler,
Moses, you got to make a graphic for Schlittler beer. The
Cole,
rewarding beer.
Cole pitched 5 2/3 innings today for Somerset AA. Rondon's pitching tomorrow night.
Yep, they're coming back.
So they're coming. So baseball, it's not a sprint; it's a marathon.
Exactly.
We got a lot to talk about there. Let's wrap around and let's talk about as we go down the road and finish up. Let's talk about the NFL draft.
Yes, what'd you think? Go ahead, Z-Man. Start it off.
I'll tell you what. There wasn't a lot of stars in this draft, but there was a lot of starters. You're going to see a lot of guys that came out of this draft starting for their NFL teams. I thought this was a really good draft. I thought it was a deep draft. I enjoyed watching the first round to see what happens. I went online and I looked at what Mel Kiper graded. Just for you, Mel Kiper graded the Jets an A-, and the Giants got a B+.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right.
Yeah, the Jets are great, Joe. Tell me, what do you think about the Jets?
I like their picks. I have to admit. And they even took the quarterback from Clemson.
I thought that was a great pick. Do you realize that this kid, the kid from Clemson, last year before the season started, he was the AP All-American quarterback.
Yep.
He was ahead of Arch Manning.
Really?
Yes. Go back and look it up. I went back and I looked it up. The preseason All-American team, he was the All-American quarterback.
Well, I'll tell you, he's worth a shot at that pick. And then they still have that kid Cook, which, let's keep him around. I mean, because that's the thing. You're just going to try to I would pull the plug quickly on Geno.
I did see. That's why I love talking to you.
Yeah,
I disagree with you.
Well, I'm just saying, if he stinks up the joint in the first 3 or 4 games, what are you going to do?
I don't think he's going to. Joe,
okay. I'm just saying.
My pick. The Jets will win 7 games.
If he doesn't, great. That's great.
The Jets
but
will
if
win
he does,
okay.
Get him out of there. Get him out.
The Jets will win. You and Willie are going to owe me a dinner.
Okay.
Because the Jets will win 7 games.
You got it. You got it. Dinner. I will buy you dinner if Geno looks like a top 15, 20 quarterback.
All he's got to do, Joe, is be adequate. He's
Right.
just got to be adequate.
They're going to be a young team. They're not going to be
Exactly.
experienced guys. If they run the ball a lot with
Yep.
if you get Allen back, and you got Brees Hall, okay. But let's see it because I am ready. If he doesn't pan out first 3 or 4 games, bye-bye.
And also that first round, getting 2 pass catchers, Sadiq and Cooper,
Yes.
to go with Wilson.
Yes.
That was excellent, man.
No,
That's really
Sadiq was beautiful. I wanted Brock Bowers, when he came out. I said, this kid is going to be a great tight end. Sure enough, the Raiders got him. He is, and that's going to be our boy Mendoza's guy that he's going to be throwing to him, 100 times.
But you know what else, too, Joe? The Jets got character guys. They got 2 guys from Indiana, wide receiver Cooper, and the quarterback Pounds.
Yep.
The guys they drafted were character guys as well.
Well, I think, and it looks like on paper they did very well. Like I said, A-. Who knows? The last time I was, I guess. Well, I mean, listen, when Sauce Gardner and that draft, that was a pretty good one. But this one is a pretty good one as well, and we shall see.
How about the Giants?
Yeah,
how about the Giants? What they got in the top 10? How'd they do? Reese dropped to them. They got arguably the best linebacker, edge rusher, and the best offensive tackle.
No question. I think that was a good pick for the Giants. I think that overall the Giants did well. Like I said, what do you B+, as Kuiper said? That's about right. Harbaugh is no
nonsense guy.
No nonsense guy. And I think their defense is starting to shape up. If these guys can play just a little bit better than they did last year on defense, Burns and those guys, if they could really that defense could come around.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I'll give you 3 plays right now off the draft. The Jets will win 7 games or more.
I don't think so.
The Jets will win 7 games or more.
Right.
The Cowboys will win the NFC East and make the playoffs.
Okay.
I think they're a 12-win team. And the team to watch.
Philly. No Philly.
Nope.
Philly. Nope. Okay.
The 2 teams, whether they're going to be good or not, they'll be entertaining. Write this down.
Who?
I'll give you 3 names.
Raiders. Okay.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers also had a really good draft. They also had a really good draft. Look at their draft.
I didn't see their draft, but
Cleveland Browns. Watch if the Cleveland Browns get any kind of average quarterbacking from Shedeur Sanders, Watson, or whoever it is behind center. If they get any kind of remote quarterbacking, that team's going to be good.
I think
they had an awesome draft.
Yeah, I don't know what their draft's like, but they got to stick with Shedeur, I think.
They drafted 2 wide receivers.
There you go.
And 2 offensive linemen in the first 4 picks.
That's it. And then you go with Shedeur. And then you got the kid as a backup, the kid from Oregon. What's his name? The lefty? Gabriel. I think he's a little too small.
I think they're counting on that Watson guy coming back and finally playing.
Who knows what that is? He on a milk carton, for crying out loud? What the hell?
We're going to find out. But I want you to save this tape so I don't have to jump off this bridge.
Yes.
Because of all the money that I'm giving to the Orlando Magic versus the Detroit Pistons. There's 3 teams to get to Las Vegas and look at for their win totals.
Yeah, you better not bet the Pistons. I don't know. Maybe now they're turning the corner. Who knows?
Well, we'll see. What else you got for me in a wrap-up? Anything?
All right, so we'll wrap up. We talked a little bit about NHL. They're talking about the March Madness going to 76 teams now or something.
It is. It's good. Next year, it's going 76.
Yeah, it's going. More money. What the fuck?
More money. That's what it's all about.
Yeah,
it's all money.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden we talked about the transfer portal with the football and the basketball. That's good.
Oh, by the way, here's another thing I heard today through the grapevine. Watch what happens to the kid from Texas Tech, the quarterback,
Oh,
who got for the gambling.
good one.
The
Yes.
chances are good. The chances are good that he's not going to be allowed to play this year, and there will be a supplemental draft in the NFL. And watch the amount of teams that throw a draft pick at this guy,
Yeah.
including
What I hear.
including the Jets,
Yes, the Jets were the top of the list.
Dolphins, Steelers,
Dolphins, yeah. Steelers, yeah.
Browns. This guy, they say this guy's got a lot of talent, and he's worth a second round pick, maybe a first round pick. So if they have a supplemental draft and this guy's in it, watch out.
Well, I think that there is definitely a lot of interest. I mean, the kid's got a gambling problem. I don't know how bad. I mean, he probably lost all his NIL money. I'm thinking it
Well, the last
maybe
time that there was a gambling problem with a guy going into the NFL was Terrell Pryor. Remember him?
No. What was the quarterback from Ohio State?
Yeah, Terrell Pryor.
No, before him. I mean, yeah, before him.
No, he's the guy that had the problem.
No, there was another quarterback. God darn it. You got to send me an email.
Art Schlichter.
Schlichter, thank you. Art Schlichter. That was like the first time you ever heard of that, and that was before gambling was.
Well, let's hope the kid gets some help, and we'll see what happens. That's all I got for you.
Absolutely, yeah. That's pretty much it for me now too. We just wanted to go because I want to see the Knicks win on Thursday night. Again, we brought this up because I'm Rose again. I'm a believer. I'm a believer of the Knicks who have risen. You know what I mean? So they've risen.
What helped you rise tonight, Joe?
What were you
drinking?
Oh yes, what helped me rise to that was drinking Hydro-Fi. And this episode is brought to you by Hydro-Fi, the world's first hydrogen-infused electrolyte, which helps the body combat inflammation and support cellular health for people of all ages in the way traditional electrolyte drinks do not. Beyond hydration, Hydro-Fi is designed to sports, sustain energy, enhance performance, and faster recovery and overall wellness. Benefits we believe are great for all people of all ages. So go to your network and use code OTC15 to take 15% off. Hydro-Fi.
There you go. And we'll take your comments at offthechest84@yahoo.com.
Yeah, let's hear from somebody. Come on, tell us what you wanted to talk about. If we missed anything. I know we're not talking about hockey too much because we don't have any New York teams. But the Mammoth are in the playoffs. But the Rangers, the Islanders, and the freaking Devils even are not in the playoffs. But the Mammoth, the freaking Mammoth.
Hopefully the Mammoth will rule the earth for the next time we're on. Hey, big shout out to the Jordan Sports Group. Thank you very much for the sportswear. We appreciate you very much. Big shout out to our executive producer, Mo Lapine. Always does a great job. Thank you, Mo. Shout out to Jake. Looking forward to having Jake come back real soon. It's the Willie Blue Cats, who's on assignment in New York City. Willie, we'll see you the next time. And Kat, what do you got?
Z-Man, that's about it. That wraps it up. We'll see you guys after the Knicks hopefully are in the second round, which we want to make sure that they are. And hopefully they don't have to play 2 games to do it. But let's just get to the second round and let's not get too cuckoo. And then let's hope that the other teams can knock each other off a little bit, and like Detroit and Boston and everything else. All right, Z-Man?
You got it, Joe Cap.
All right, until we see you next time, it'll be May. All right, everybody.
I don't want to take the bridge, Joe Cap.
Don't jump off the bridge, Z-Man.